Alright, y'all, gather round because we need to talk about a digital crisis. The emoji overlords have finally given us a Bigfoot emoji, but they're calling it hairy creature. Hairy creature? That's not a legend, that's my uncle at the beach. Bigfoot is an icon, a mood, a whole vibe. This is a squatch-tastrophe. We've waited years for an emoji that says I'm hiding from my responsibilities in the woods, and this is what we get? Calling Bigfoot hairy creature is like calling Beyoncé talented singer lady. It's bland, soulless, and totally misses the magic. We survived skinny jeans debates and pineapple on pizza, but this is about our culture. Bigfoot is a pop culture staple. Movies, t-shirts, even beef jerky commercials. Reducing all that to hairy creature is a crime against weirdness. So what do? We get loud, we meme, we make our voices heard. This is more than an emoji, it's a symbol of our imagination and love for mystery. The fight for Bigfoot's good name starts now. So who's behind this emoji blunder? Meet the Unicode Consortium, the secretive, not-so-glamorous group that decides which emojis make it to your phone. Their job? Make sure emojis look the same everywhere, from iPhones to Androids. Anyone can propose a new emoji, but Unicode picks what gets in and gives each one a neutral global name. That's why Bigfoot became hairy creature. They wanted to be inclusive, since other cultures have yetis and yois. But in trying to please everyone, they made it boring for all. It's like serving plain bread at a global feast. Sure, everyone can eat it, but nobody's excited. They stripped away the fun, the folklore, the personality. And that's how we ended up with the most generic emoji name ever. Welcome to the world of Unicode, where legends become creatures. Let's get real. Names matter. Calling Bigfoot hairy creature is like renaming the ghost emoji floating sheet. It kills the vibe. Emojis are a language, and Bigfoot is a story. Misty forests, mysterious footprints, the thrill of the unknown. Hairy creature could mean anything. A bear, a dog, or your cousin after no-shave November. When you send a Bigfoot emoji, you want people to get the reference, the legend, the meme. The argument for global inclusivity? Nice idea, but why not give each culture its own cryptid emoji? Imagine a whole cryptid section. Yeti, Yowie, Bigfoot, each with their own flavor. Instead, we get a bland, one-size-fits-none solution. Bigfoot has earned his name. He's a pop culture legend, a self-made myth. Sanitizing him into hairy creature erases what makes him special. We don't love him for being generic, we love him for being Bigfoot. He's mysterious, he's weird, and he's ours. That's worth fighting for. If you think this is just about a silly monster, think again. Bigfoot is an American icon, star of the legendary Patterson-Gimlin film, movies, TV, and endless memes. His image sells everything from beef jerky to tourism. Towns in the Pacific Northwest have built entire economies around Bigfoot. Festivals, museums, squatching tours. He's not just a story, he's a cultural and economic force. The Bigfoot emoji isn't just a picture. It's a symbol of adventure, folklore, and belief. It's shorthand for, I'm off the grid. I saw something weird, or simply, I believe. Calling him hairy creature ignores all that history and meaning. He's not just any monster, he's monster. Our monster. While we're fighting for Bigfoot's name, let's not forget he's part of a new emoji class, Unicode 17.0, dropping in late 2025. The lineup? Face with bags under eyes, finally an emoji for finals week. Fingerprint, for all your detective needs. Leak, for foodies and pun lovers. Harp, shovel, and splatter, for when things get messy. These new emojis fill gaps in our digital language and bring fresh energy to our keyboards. But even with all these fun additions, hairy creature stands out as a major fumble. It's a reminder that even as emojis evolve, some decisions still miss the cultural mark. So let's welcome the new squad. But keep our eyes on the real mission. Bigfoot deserves better. The class of 2025 needs a true legend, not just a creature. I'm not alone here. The internet exploded when hairy creature was announced. Memes, hashtags, and #JusticeForBigfoot trended instantly. Polls show Bigfoot is a mainstream legend. Over 35 million Americans believe, and even more love the myth. He's not obscure, he's a household name with deep cultural roots. That's why the generic name feels so wrong. It ignores decades of stories, sightings, and pop culture. Emojis work because they tap into shared meaning. Bigfoot should be no different. Unicode 17.0 rolls out late 2025 to mid-2026, so there's still time. Tech companies can tweak emoji names and search terms before launch. Public pressure works. Let's make our voices heard. The fight isn't over yet. Alright team, this is our moment. We've broken down the controversy and now it's time for action. Operation Bigfoot's Back starts now. Use #JusticeForBigfoot and #CallHimBigfoot everywhere. Let's make it trend. Get creative memes, TikToks, art, show the world how ridiculous Hairy Creature is. Tag Apple, Google, and the rest, ask them to make Bigfoot a searchable name. Flood their mentions with polite, passionate feedback. This might seem silly, but it's about preserving a piece of culture and weirdness in our digital world. Let's fight for Bigfoot's name and legacy. When the emoji drops, let's make sure it means something real, not just creature. The power is in our hands, and our thumbs. Let's get to work.